Hugh Jackman returned to the world of dating to find love again. Now Deborra-Lee Furness is lonely in her old age. Hugh Jackman, already back in the dating game after shock split from wife Deborra-Lee Furness, finding love again is one of his biggest priorities. Hollywood's newest bachelor Hugh Jackman is already searching for his Mrs. Right following his split from wife Deborra-Lee Furness, reports claim. The Australian actor, 54, who is a single man for the first time in 27 years, is apparently hoping to find a new love interest sooner rather than later, and there is no shortage of women willing to fall into his arms. Finding love again is one of his biggest priorities, an insider told New Idea magazine. Everyone expects Hugh will remarry fairly quickly. He's such a soft-hearted person and is likely to fall for the first girl who catches his eye. There's a freeway of ladies lined up around the block to date him, another source added. There are plenty of single women in Hollywood for Hugh to choose from, including the likes of Kylie Minogue, Jennifer Aniston, Sofia Vergara, Christine Baumgartner, and Sophia Bush. Hugh and Deborra-Lee, 67, shocked their fans last month when they announced they were divorcing after 27 years of marriage. We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together in a wonderful, loving marriage. Our journey now is shifting and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth, the couple said in a statement obtained by People. Our family has been and always will be our highest priority. We undertake this next chapter with gratitude, love, and kindness. We greatly appreciate your understanding in respecting our privacy as our family navigates this transition. They signed the statement as Deb and Hugh Jackman, adding, "This is the sole statement either of us will make." The Australian couple shared 2 children together, Oscar, 23, and Ava, 18. Last April, the pair celebrated their anniversary and Jackman had posted a gushing tribute to his wife on Instagram. "I love you, Deb. Today is our 27th wedding anniversary. 27 years. I love you so much," the Wolverine star wrote in his caption. "Together we have created a beautiful family. And life. Your laughter, your spirit, generosity, humor, cheekiness, courage, and loyalty is an incredible gift to me. I love you with all my heart," he shared in the heartfelt post. While he is undoubtedly more well-known than his wife, Deborra-Lee had already shot 20 movies by the time she and Jackman met while co-starring as a prison psychologist and a brain-damaged convict in ABC TV's 10-episode series Corelli in 1995. Deborra-Lee most recently played Jill Bailey alongside Eric Bana in Robert Connolly's sequel Force of Nature, The Dry 2, which was released in Australian and New Zealand theaters on August 24. In February, Hugh told Smooth Radio, "I think honesty and intimacy and making time are the secret to a long and happy marriage. You can't just assume that things will just tick along okay. You have to make time." Hugh Jackman hasn't given up on love just yet. Their love story was one of the most enviable in Hollywood, so when news broke that Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness were calling it quits after 27 years of marriage, the world was left reeling. But as the dust settles, an insider spills to New Idea the true nature of the relationship that was shielded from the public eye, saying it was a slow dissolve into a strange codependent friendship that was doing more harm than good. They confide that, as the pair waited for their daughter Ava to turn 18, son Oscar is 23, before putting the separation into action, they were quietly preparing for what was to come. Both Hugh and Deb have been working on themselves and rebuilding for the next stage in their lives. They've already embarked on moving forward, with Deb giving her first radio interview to Kyle Sandilands and Jackie O, where the 67-year-old seemed genuinely moved by their concern, saying, "I really appreciate it." And, naturally, this journey does open up the possibility of fresh romance. For Hugh, friends think this could happen sooner rather than later. Hugh likes being married and having a special partner, says one insider. He wouldn't have stayed so long with Deb if he didn't have that with her. Some are already half joking to the 54-year-old X-Men star that he's found himself single at a time when many of his A-list contemporaries are also ready to mingle. There's everyone from Jennifer Aniston to Sofia Vergara, even Reese Witherspoon and Charlize Theron, adds the source. There's a freeway of ladies lined up around the block to date him. Gentleman Hugh isn't ready to get involved so soon and is politely rebuffing any of his mate's suggestions at the moment as he focuses on self-care. He's been posting images of nature walks on his social media, promoting causes dear to his heart like the Global Citizen Festival in New York, and taking himself on bicycle rides around the Big Apple. But this doesn't mean there won't come a day when he's ready to open his heart to someone new. Finding love again is one of his biggest priorities, a friend confides. Everyone expects Hugh will remarry fairly quickly. He's such a soft-hearted person and is likely to fall for the first girl who catches his eye. And they admit that, in his true good guy way, Hugh is already considering the feelings of the person who'll bewitch him. He's taken a lot of time to really work on what he wants from the next chapter in his life, and he owes it to whoever he starts dating to be the best man he can possibly be. Whenever it's the right time for that to happen, Hugh's support network will be there to celebrate along with him and mark the end of a painful period for the Oscar-nominated star. Deborra-Lee Furness steps out sans wedding ring days before Hugh Jackman's split announcement. Deborra-Lee Furness was photographed without her wedding ring just 3 days before she and Hugh Jackman announced they were getting divorced on Friday. At that time, the Australian actress was spotted getting out of a black SUV and walking around the streets of New York City while wearing a black t-shirt, black shorts, high-striped socks, and platform black shoes. She complimented her look with simple white earrings, a bracelet, and a pinky ring. However, her wedding ring from Jackman was nowhere to be seen. Despite the separation, she appeared in good spirits as she smiled and chatted with an unidentified group of people. Amid the sad news of their split, it seems like the couple didn't always wear their symbols of love. In July, neither Jackman nor Furness were seen wearing their rings. However, in June, she wore hers while he left his at home. In February 2022, Furness gushed to Page 6 about her marriage to Jackman at the Broadway opening of his musical, The Music Man. "Yeah, we do everything together," she exclusively told us, before adding that there is nothing she finds irritating about her now ex-beau. On Friday, the X-Men actor, 54, and the Shame actress, 67, revealed that they would be breaking up after 27 years of marriage together. "We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife in a wonderful, loving marriage," the exes wrote in a joint statement to People. "Our journey now is shifting and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth." The former couple emphasized that their family will continue to be their highest priority. "We greatly appreciate your understanding in respecting our privacy as our family navigates this transition in all of our lives," they added before acknowledging that this is the sole statement either of us will make. They signed the statement, Deb and Hugh Jackman. Jackman and Furness met on the Australian TV series Corelli in 1995 and tied the knot the following year. They share 2 adopted children, Oscar Maximilian, 23, and Ava Elliott, 18.